Welcome back to Poetry and Police. Yes, welcome back to the channel, people. This morning, I will waste no time in getting to the meat of what I want to talk about. And today, the topic for today, a major topic that all Jamaicans, all members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force should be abreast of, is mental illness in Jamaica, but more so mental illness in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Some people believe that when you talk about mental illness, you are talking about mad people or madman. No, we are not necessarily talking about mad people or madman. When we say mental illness, we are talking about people who are stressed and people who are suffering from PTSD and the likes. And we all know that police officers, out of everybody else, and militaries, are in danger when it comes to mental health because of what they have seen, what they have done, and experiences they have had in their lives. So I know for a fact that a lot of police officers in the Jamaica Constabulary Force are suffering from mental illness, are suffering from PTSD, are suffering from financial stress, work stress, family stress, all other kind of stress. And I think it is time that we address the whole situation. You know what I mean? And I was talking to somebody and I was saying that every police station has a bar instead of a gym. And I'm saying I was asking myself to, worked at Huntsby and there was a bar there and no gym. And if you go to any other police station, every police station that you go, there's a bar, but there's no gym. And so we are telling police officers that, go de-stressing at the bar. In the first place, police officers should not even be drinking when they are working. So when a bar is at a police station, man will on duty and still a drink, which is not supposed to happen. So this is one of the things that the Commissioner of Police need to get rid of as soon as possible. Take out the bar them out of the police station them. Take out the bars and replace the bars with gym. It is time, Commissioner, that you ask for the proper financial backing. If I even let the heads of stations reach out to the communities and make sure that gyms are installed in every police station so police officer can go de-stress after work out, put their mind somewhere, put their mind at ease. And I have noticed that over the years police have killed themselves, police have killed them other half, and there's still nothing being done about mental illness in the Jamaica Constabulary Force because people are not spending enough time on the repercussions of mental illness in Jamaica in general and in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And I am talking with somebody now and I want you to listen what this person has to say too about the thing, because I believe the man touched a good point. The man is not a police officer, but the man is a trained person in the field and understand mental illness and the importance of dealing with mental illness, especially with members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Yes, sir, Blake. Good evening. Yeah, man, I was just driving home and listening to the Dwight Campbell video on your channel. Boy, really, interesting points, my brother. Keep up the good work, because you're bringing a lot of issues to light. Because, I was thinking, as it relates to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, I'm wondering if, not just at the Prime Minister level, but at the national security level, specifically to the JCF, because we know the JCF is the main entity responsible for the national security of the citizens of Jamaica. And so I really think when it comes to mental health, we really have to take that seriously. They have to take that seriously. Because policing is not a hello, good morning, sir, ma'am job. It's not a customer service job. This is a job that entails, taking the lives of human beings. That's just a reality of the job. And so I'm of the belief that, we have to take the members, we need more resources for the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, specifically when it comes to holistic health and fitness. Not just physical fitness, but also their mental fitness, because, the things that they have to face on a day-to-day basis. Remember, at the end of the day, police are not a robot, Police are human beings too. I have feelings too. And I'm thinking, because I know the JCF as a chaplaincy branch, I'm wondering, how extensive is their role in the police department? Because I don't really, when I read the papers back home and stuff like that, I don't really see anything that really points to what is their role in the department. Because I can tell you from a soldier perspective, because I'm a soldier here in the United States Army, and I'm a part of the Chaplain Corps. And part of the Chaplain Corps' duties is the overall spiritual, mental well-being of the soldiers. So when I go and drill, I check in for my soldier, them, make sure they're good. Not just good physically, but make sure the upstairs I work right.
Yes, man. Make sure upstairs I work right. You understand me? Make sure upstairs I work right. Because I can remember these people that when I got shot in 2005, and even before I got shot, I was a young man, and the workload was a whole lot. And I remember a sergeant of police at one point recommended that I be sent on leave, because I had a conversation with the sergeant, Joseph Messam it was, who was working at Seaview, and we had an argument at one point, and Joseph Mason was saying, no, I need counseling and I need vacation. I've never been on vacation before. And you're a hardworking policeman, but you need to go on vacation. And I remember Detective Sergeant Mason recommended that they sent me on leave. Because he's saying that, Blake, your workload was too much for your age, and it was too much for you're a young man, and the workload that you have taken up on your shoulder was too much. So you are under stress. And I can remember clearly that the sergeant put in the recommendation, but the file was thrown by the wayside. Because you know what, people? These people are in charge. All they want to see is the work done. And they don't care, not even 1%, about the police officers that are working under their command. Because all these senior officers want out of police officers are results. And the only thing these senior police officers see in the work is results they want. Because when they get results, now it pushes their status to get promoted further in the rank. That is it, people. They don't care about the police officer who's working hard and under stress. All they care about is results, so they can look good. So even if a man is doing some erratic things and the man is going through financial stress and work stress and PTSD, and them have an inkling that the man is off, when you go to work and you are working hard and you're recovering firearms and you're making them look good, they don't care about your mental issues or your mental health. Then they don't care about your mental health. All they care about is the work that you are putting in. And these are some of the things that affects good hard-working police officers. Because you work so hard and you're getting results, you don't get promotion. You don't get transferred to the areas that you want to go, because these senior officers keep you under wraps, keep you under their arms, so they can use you to propel their careers. And that is what is going on in Jamaica Constabulary Force, with good hard-working police officers who are getting results, are stuck one place, under stress, financial stress, work stress, too much workload, and these officers are not doing anything for these. They're not sending these officers on vacation, because I personally when I was serving, applied for vacation leave on more than one occasion, and it was not given to me because they said exigence of service. I remember the senior officer said to me, Blake, you must be mad. You can't do it without you right now. But the thing what I've learned from these people is that saying that they can't do without you is not for you, it's for them. Because you are around and you recover firearm and you kill yourself with work to make them look good. That is what they want. They want to look good at all times, at the cost of your physical health, at the cost of your mental health and your financial health. And these officers could not care less as long as they are getting results. They don't care about your mental health or physical health. I am telling you this, people, and I'm telling police officers now that think about your mental health, my brethren. And don't let nobody use you, because they are all users. They use you as a hard-working policeman to push their career. And look around you. You hardly find hard-working policemen who are propelled in the organization, who are promoted. Because if you are a corporal of police and you're working like hell, if they promote you, them feel so you'll get transferred somewhere else, and you're not going to put in the work that you used to put in as a corporal or a constable. I am telling you that. And working hard sometimes work against you as a police. Because if you even apply for your transfer for one specialized section to move up your career, they're not going to allow the transfer because they do not want you to leave under their arms, because you are the workhorse, you are the police who make them look good. And they sacrifice health, your financial health, your physical health, right? And your career. They sacrifice you so they can move up in the job.
I would really want to know what is the role of the chaplaincy unit. And, them not just sit down in a AC office, uptown or wherever they're based, but they're actually in the field. They're planning and they're making plans, going out in the field, visiting different police, posts and police station, checking for police and find out what's going on. It's not just when a fatal shooting happen, or the police, commit a fatal shooting or whatnot, you're going to intervene. But you make it a primary component of the organization.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying now. Is the chaplaincy unit a primary component of the organization, of the Jamaica Constabulary Force? And the brother has said talk about fatal shooting, etc. Now let me tell you something, people. Back in my day, I don't know if it has changed now. And I have told you before that when I got shot for the first time, and I spent 2 years on the streets on sick leave. I had a busted artery in my right leg, shot by gunmen in a shootout, and I had a fractured femur. I did therapy for almost a year. I couldn't walk. I did 2 years out there, and I was not counseled, not even for a day. Nobody reached out. Nobody visited me to assist in any way, mentally. You understand me, people? And that is how they treat members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I was shot in a shootout, and I was not counseled, not even 1 minute. I'm telling you that was in my day. I don't know if that's changed now. And I was shot a second time, and it was worse the second time around. You understand me, people? It's when I was making noises and doing all of that before, and I had to seek permission to speak to the chaplain. That's where I actually finally spoke to the chaplain in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And I remember when I went to the chaplain in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, listen, people, I spoke to the chaplain, and this was years after I was shot, and this was after they had stopped my salary. And I went to the chaplain and I spoke to the chaplain by the Jamaica Police Academy. And I remember the chaplain said to me, Mr. Blake, if I were you, I would not even consider going back to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. You need to leave, because this treatment is not of a police officer. The way they treated you, it's not a good look. And if I were you, I would not go back in the organization. And I remember the chaplain recommended and sent me to speak to now Commissioner Kevin Blake. You hear me, people? The chaplain sent me to speak to now Commissioner Kevin Blake. And I went to Kevin Blake, and I must say still, he was not my commanding officer, but at least I felt some, after speaking to Kevin Blake, I felt some kind of resolve, like some kind of positive. Because I was going through hell in the organization. I was going through stress, financial stress. I had no health insurance. I had no financial because they had stopped my salary. My health insurance was cut off and all of that. And the Jamaica Constabulary Force was not paying for my medical at that point in time. And I remember I spoke to Kevin Blake, and I will quote, Commissioner, if you are listening, Commissioner, this is what Kevin Blake said to me. I will never forget these words. Kevin Blake said to me, Mr. Blake, I must apologize to you on behalf of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. You hear me, people? I will quote again. Kevin Blake said to me, I will apologize to you on behalf of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. May Mr. Blake go further by saying, Mr. Blake, not even my worst enemy should be treated the way you are being treated by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And I remember they had paid for a surgery for me, and because I did not want to do the surgery, they decided that they were going to take back the money from me. I remember Mr. Blake saying to me, but they had paid for your surgery already. It is up to you to do your surgery, so they should not take back the money. I remember Mr. Blake saying, but they should not stop your salary. You are a policeman injured in the line of duty. Why would they stop your salary? You see, but they stopped my salary just based off of malice completely. And they did not care about my mental health. They did not care about my financial health once I was not at work performing and giving them recovery of firearms anymore. But Mr. Blake promised that he would have helped me. And I noticed that he was transferred shortly afterwards. I haven't heard from him since. No, you are Commissioner of Police, Mr. Blake. And I hope you are listening to this. Do not let anything else like this happen to another police officer under your watch. Put things in place. And it's time for us as Jamaicans to think about mental health illness. It is real, and it's not going anywhere, and it is going to get worse. Especially in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, where the workload is too much, and the police work are the most stressful work in the world. And we see things that no normal people see. We see scenes, we see gruesomeness that nobody else see. We encounter stuff that nobody else encounters. Our life is our life is in danger every day. When you're a policeman out there and you're working, when you're working out there as a policeman, your eyes are everywhere. You're watching every corner, every crevices, every zig fence. And when you go home at the end of the day, it is not turned off. Your eyes still watching. Your brain is stuck watching. You're paranoid. You're watching every creases and corners. You're watching every little explosion, every car, everything. Isn't that mental illness? I used to think that is just secure, you're secure. And if I had spoken to a professional, I would have realized that, Mr. Blake, you are suffering from PTSD. But the Jamaica Constabulary Force do not put any stress on that to find out if the members are okay. The chaplaincy unit has to be more proactive with members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Starting from now, Mr. Blake. It has to be paramount. The mental health of every single policeman in the Jamaica Constabulary Force should be paramount. Their financial status, their family status. Because a police who come to work with family stress and financial stress, and a police is stress overall, is problems for the organization and himself. It's problems to the citizens of Jamaica.
Police, you have access to all gym and all of them things there, man. Yeah, man, where, you can de-stress, because sometimes, them have stress on the job, and sometimes they have stress at home. Stress and stress are double stress. Sometimes that over time, as old time people that say at the same time leave dropping a water rotten. A lot of these issues that just we do I can about other officers. That they the face is over time. Over time, these things, you know, start to develop and they start to fester. You know, so police have access to gym at Jamaica. I don't know if that's a thing. The police have access to gym. Every police station have a gym in there. A man can go work out and de-stress and, you understand, run on the treadmill and, you understand, do some bench press and all them things. You know? So them can decompress and de-stress. You know, police go for operation and come out, you know, then shift done. Then can go to gym, go work out. You know, gym not supposed to just be for people uptown who can afford it. Every police station in Jamaica have a gym. You know, so when it comes to resources, man, we really need a lot, you know, to fight crime because police not physically fit to, you know. Our next trouble that.
Yes, Commissioner of Police, Ministry of National Security, supervisors in the Jamaica Constabulary, yeah, the man say. And the man right, every police station in a Jamaica should have a gym. But guess what? Look around you people. Police, me a talk to the police, you know. What them put in a station? Bars. Every police station in a Jamaica have a bar. Or guess a liquor them put for police de-stress. And let's be honest, my fellow police officers. How much police don't know where rummed? Or drunkard, alcoholic? Is that what the Jamaica Constabulary Force wants for its members? Police we are rummed? Because I can remember back in my days, when you feel little stressed, sometime you go in the bar and you have a drink, you know, drink a one rum and you beat it off. And police they work on duty. A man go in a bar, go drink a one liquor, see me because in the on duty, because he want to go out there and he want to build up a little vibes to go to the road. I was there too and it happened to me too. But I couldn't tell myself that I was stressed. I was not trained enough to notice that I was under stress. But I find myself sometimes on the job, you feel tired and you feel away and you want to go out on the road and you just have a bad day, you want to build a vibes and you go and you have a drink and then you touch the road. I did that, people. I did that. And I know a lot of other policemen do it. And at the end of the day, at the end of every shift when police done work at evening time, every man in a bar a drink. Nobody now push no weights. Nobody now run pan a treadmill. Nobody now de-stress. And this is the thing that we are, the police department, the government, Ministry of National Security, everybody, past commissioners, we set up police to consume alcohol, which is unhealthy for policemen. That's the reason why you hear the man talk about police must be mentally and physically fit. Look around you. How much police officers are right now serving in the Jamaica Constabulary Force are mentally and physically fit? I am going to ask this question again, you know. How much police officers out there? Look around you, police officers. Look at yourself. How much police officers out there are mentally and physically fit these days in the Jamaica Constabulary Force? How much of us are? How much of us are mentally and physically fit? Most police get obese over time. Rum drinking, late night eating, unhealthy lifestyle, both physically and both mentally. Understand? That is what goes on in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And you think the soup at the station business? Every police station in every district. Let's take, I used to station at Huntsby. Take Huntsby for example. You think if the soup go to the business, keep a meeting and talk to the business people in the Huntsby area, in the St. Andrews South area, you think those men are not going to, those business people are not going to come in and put up a state-of-the-art gym at the police station? They are going to, by the click of a finger, they are going to do it. But no, they don't want the money for the upliftment of police. All them senior officers will take the money from the businessmen in the community and stuff it down in them pocket because they do not care about the men underneath their command. They do not care about the men underneath their command. They do not care about the men's mental or physical health. All they care about is is results that plummets their career. I mean, not plummet, results that push that elevate their career. Because them a look, if them a DSP, them a look for the senior officer next, you know. And if them a look for the assistant, the DSP, them a look for the assistant commissioner next. And them a look for commissioner, them a look for politician next. That is how these people think. They are Machiavellians, brethren. They only think about themselves. And they think about walking over minor ranks to reach where them are reaching in them career. Them align themselves with politicians and businessmen. For them pocket ever full. For them women and children have money, they live good. They live in an uptown area, they live in a big house. Them drive pretty cars. Them have gym at them house or they can afford to go to gym. Do they care about the constable, the corporal, the sergeants and the inspectors at the police station who are killing out themselves so they can get promoted? Do they care about these men mental and physical health? No, a big no. A big no. And right now this video is getting too long, so I'm going to do part 2 because the points are not yet in. There's still more to come. So let's start again.